Yo, we're gonna be hotboxing my car with a car. Let's get it. So before we actually get into hotboxing my car, I kind of want to show you the cool process of how I turn my doobie into the Volkswagen buggy that you just saw. And yes, it's a Volkswagen buggy. That's kind of what I was trying to go for. And just to show you the picture that I went off of, here it is. And if you couldn't tell, I was going for the nice older look because I really love the nice little sports back of the old buggies. Now after flattening out the side that we're going to be using as the bottom of the car, we're going to head into making the sports back of the Beetle. Now to make the fastback, we're simply going to be cutting out a downward slope, sealing it right up, so we can stick a little brush, slowly massage it till we're going to get the nice little round shape towards the end. And you can see we're sort of getting that shape that we want. So after we're finished with that, we can go ahead and head right back to the little hole and actually cut out the whole bottom half of the rest of that joint. After doing that, we're going to set it aside, and if you actually were paying attention in the beginning of this video, you remember that the doobie we had, I actually cut it in half. Now we're actually going to head back to the other half of that doobie that we haven't used, and use it as the front hood of this Beetle. As you already know, we're utilizing this entire doobie, baby. Now after cutting the other half of the doobie down to size, we can go ahead and start putting them together. Now, just like we did with the other one, we're actually going to be cutting out the whole bottom half so we can go ahead and connect them with good airflow. Just so it makes it a little bit easier to work with, I'm going to be applying a little bit of glue guard to both of the surfaces and sticking them right together. Now, simply doing this isn't enough to make sure we have a good enough seal, so you're going to have to go and cut out some little strips of paper, apply the glue to that, and wrap it around the holes where it needs it. So if you couldn't tell, the hood of the Beetle is a little bit longer than what we'd actually want, so we're actually going to be cutting it down to size and then shaping it like we did the Sportsback. And after we're done making the body of the car, we can go ahead and start making the wheels. So for the wheels, we're simply going to be rolling up a skinny little doobie, filling that baby up, and then slicing it down 4 ways. Now after we've got our little wheels, we can go ahead and start making some little holes on the side of the car and pop those suckers right in. But remember, just like everything else, you have to make sure to give good, proper airflow. So you have to cut out a little hole in each one of the wheels, and then you can pop them in. Just like so. Now just like we attach the hood to the base of the car, we're going to be doing the exact same thing to all 4 of the wheels. And now that everything's in place, you can really start to see how this is really coming together. So now that we're done with all of the main features, we can go right ahead into the color. Now because this is the picture that I went off of my model, I'm going to stick with the same color. Now to complete this, we're only really going to be needing 3 main colors. And most of it's going to be this bright blue. And to speed up the process so you don't have to sit there and be applying all this blue, we're just going to throw it right on. And for all the details like the front windshield, the windows, and the tires, we're going to be using this white root beer Juicy J paper. And then once we're done with putting in all the white accents like the window, the front windshield, we can go right ahead and adding the black accent to the tires. Off camera, I had already pre-cut some of these little black strips that we're going to be simply applying to the top of the tires. Once we've got all 4 of them colored and good to go, I think we can head into doing the last step, adding a massive exhaust. Or a tip. Either way works. So after cutting a hole towards the bottom left, we're going to stick that exhaust right in, and I think we're going to call it a day. But I lied, because I actually forgot to add those sexy little headlights, so we're going to do that right now. But after we're done with that, I think we can finally say we're done. So how do you think we did? It's a simple roll, but I'm pretty excited how it came out. Now let's get right into hotboxing. So now we're finally ready to spark it up. But we're not going to be doing that in this video. We're actually going to be doing it on my Twitch. So if you want to go over and follow me on my Twitch, Coming to hotbox my car with this car. Can't even see it too well. A little bright. There we go. If you want to see that get done, make sure you go follow my Twitch, like I said. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys, like, subscribe, comment, and do all that stuff. Gonna be dropping a shitload of bangers coming your way. So, yeah, man. Like I said, follow me on my Twitch, my Instagram, Kush Meadows all the way. Love y'all. Deuces.